Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout 3, You Only Live Once. Last time, well, our slightly scrappy run through Operation Anchorage continues, and that's not wholly unexpected, to be honest. This was always going to be the DLC, where things were a little bit scrappy, where we had to just fight our way through and hope, and I expect we're going to lose more health yet before this is done, to be honest. And before we get going, I've got more bad news, which is one Eagle Eye viewer spotted that I made a very slight mistake. You see, I actually took one more damage than I thought I did because while I was out in the field after the section the artillery began, my natural health regen restored the in-game health counter one higher than it should have been, which can be spotted because you see my Pip-Boy very briefly. I couldn't see that while I was calculating the damage out in the field, but obviously during editing I didn't even think about it, but someone spotted it. That took me down from 451 when I entered this area to 427. That must have been the damn sniper on the top of the cliffs. Did I actually set my Chinese assault rifle as a weapon I would actually use? Yes, I think I did actually. Good, I'd already done that. So, we are in fact not at 265, we're at 264, because that sniper in the artillery itself did one more damage than we thought. But yes, let's crack on, shall we? And first up, let's loot around here, and you'll find Psycho. There's a fair bit of Psycho just kind of lying around here, together with a holotape. But yes, we have indeed got some Psycho here. Interestingly, no stealth boys. As far as I'm aware, you can't get a single stealth boy now. The first section's got those 3 stealth boys, and if I still had any of them, they would be taken away from me at this point. Whereas in this section, you get a fair bit of Psycho, but no stealth boys anymore, so it's a bit of a different sort of situation. There's also a load of new mechanics that have just been brought in, so if I go into my kind of equipment, you'll notice that while I've still got my apparel, I've lost all my weapons, so I need to request new weapons. And I do that using this terminal, where now I have to select what sort of weapons I'd like to actually receive. So my choice is between Fire Team, which you can see is an assault rifle, a combat knife, and 12 frag grenades. So you'll probably notice that's actually pretty rubbish. That's really, really bad next to what I had before. They take all your equipment off you, and then basically the kits they want to give you are much, much worse. And there's other ones like the close assault, yeah, power fist, 10mm, combat shotgun, few grenades, few mines. Again, like, that's alright, but then what the hell do you do at a distance? You've only got your 10mm, that's pretty dreadful. Now obviously the sniper's more my kind of thing, except the sniper rifle gives you literally nothing but the sniper rifle and the 10mm pistol. So you've lost your Chinese assault rifle, you've lost a lot of stuff there, you're really a bit limited in how much stuff you've got. But I'm going to request the sniper package, and we'll see what happens in just a second. And before I go, what I also need to do is I need to select my team. Basically, in this DLC, when you're doing these next missions after the first one, you get a small team of soldiers to go with you. Now, I will be using them. I do not consider them companions. The reason I don't consider them companions is because, one, they're not immortal. They can die. And if they do die, you're not allowed to replace them until you get to a major checkpoint. So you can't just, like, keep tossing them at the enemy and let them deal with everything for you, because they will die and then they can't be replaced for a while. And also, they're a lot weaker than companions. They're not, like, really super badass. They've not got loads of health. They're basically just normal soldiers. So, you know, they don't do extra damage, they've got relatively limited health, they will die fairly quickly. So I think it's fair to use those guys, because they're not really companions, they're just part of a mechanic of this here DLC. Now, as you can see here, I've got 3 slots that I can fill. So what I've got is I've got a number of markers. If I want to take a sentry bot with me, I can, but if I do that, I'll be very limited. I can basically only take one other infantryman with me thereafter. My personally favourite preferred loadout is to take a Mr. Gutsy, who are really, really kind of tanky and do a lot of damage, and then basically take just a couple of infantry lot along too. And then an infantry, or yeah, I'll take another infantry. Infantry are just pretty good DPS, so I think that's good enough. Let's commit that team. Beautiful, that team is now committed and deployed. Lovely. Step outside, and obviously this being a simulation, my reinforcements just kind of fizzle into existence there for a second. Worth going to visit the doctor in the tent. She'll give you another big dose of Psycho. Thank you very much, Dr. Adami. So I've now got, what is that, 7 or 8 Psycho. I probably won't use it unless I really feel like I'm, like, in a disastrous situation. Yes, 7 Psycho. Just because I will count addiction here as addiction in the real world as well. Now, a bunch of soldiers just doing press-ups and stuff. This is the quartermaster over here. So, let's have a chat to him and hand over that requisition tape we got from inside the command tent.
What did you need, soldier?
I'm going to be needing some equipment. And I'm ready for my sniper gear. Here's my requisition holotape.
Everything appears to be in order. Here you go.
So he hands over the sniper rifle, the 10mm, and that's actually it. They will also hand over a bunch of ammo, of course. It's pretty much, yeah, it's exactly the same as what you'd expect. 5 bullets in the chamber and 19 spare. So the maxes haven't changed. However, speak to him again, and you'll notice that I could get myself speech 100%. Stuff you have's okay. I need something with more punch. Obviously, I've got, max speech and fairly high charisma, so this is a guaranteed pass. This gets me the Gauss rifle. So let's get that. Hello. There we are. Gauss rifle added. Beautiful. Now, can I change my gear? Yes, I can. All I need to do is go and get him a new holotape, at which point he'll take the old gear I've got off me and give me new gear instead, so I can just change my loadout anytime I want. So let's go and do that then, and we'll touch on something that's a little bit tricky about this DLC. So back by the requisition terminal, the other one that I really would quite like is, surprisingly, the Close Assault package. The Close Assault package gets me a combat shotgun, and while, it doesn't seem to suit my playstyle, there will be instances in this DLC when having a combat shotgun will be very, very useful that are going to come out this part, as well as a whole bunch of grenades and mines, which is very good indeed. So I kind of feel like I want one of those, so let's also request a Close Assault package. So I can now hand over that Close Assault package to this guy, and he will then take my sniper rifle 10mm off me and give me the stuff from the Close Assault package instead. Of course, he can't take off me what I'm not holding, because while there's not really like containers in this game, you are allowed to drop things. So let's just step over here for a second and just drop my guns, and don't forget to drop your ammo either. You've got to drop all of the ammo because he will take the ammo as well. So a whole bunch of guns and ammo go down.
What did you need, soldier?
I need the Close Assault gear, please.
I'll just take care of all your old gear for you, and here are the new ones.
That's right. So he takes the thing, and as you can see, he's now given me the Power Fist, the 10mm, the combat shotgun. And I can just now walk over here and collect all my stuff again. So I've just quickly topped up, and that means I've got a little bit of a better thing. I mean, is that cheating? I don't think this is cheating, because this isn't a glitch by any stretch of the imagination. I am literally, like, effectively, if I was in the military, what I'd have done is I'd have got my gear, I'd have hidden it, and then said, oh no, I've lost my gear, can you issue me new ones? I've basically just kind of slightly conned the military, but I certainly haven't cheated at the game, I would say, in a slightly dubious logic. Anyway, you can also get some more grenades and stuff here. Okay, so just some missiles. The missiles are now completely worthless. I'm pretty sure, unless I request a missile launcher from him, there's no way to get a missile launcher. I'm not going to get a missile launcher because I think kind of firing it is basically just asking for suicide. There's no scenario when I'd fire a missile launcher when I wouldn't rather be firing a sniper rifle or the Gauss rifle. So I think that's kind of completely pointless, to be honest. The other ones, I could get an assault rifle from the fire team, but I don't necessarily think that's that worth it, to be honest. This camp's not very big, by the way. It's literally just this kind of little depot full of the T-51B that you can see here that currently is not in use because of the damn pulse field generator thing that we'll deal with later. The command tent, the first aid tent, the just kind of some little kind of quarters over there, and the quartermaster over there. That's literally all it is. There's like nothing else here, to be honest. So we may as well head straight over to Montgomery and kick off the next bit of this action. I do like how if you've got high intelligence, you can start kind of commenting as an observer of the simulation, saying, oh, there must be a way to halt the simulation, a passcode. The best one, however, and I love this one, is with high science, I wouldn't even presume to argue with this simulation's AI subroutines.
Subroutines? This is an army gig, not the Navy. You sure those artillery guns going off didn't shake something loose up there?
I love that joke, it's wonderful. So, time to issue the strike team to move out. What I'm going to tell them to do is I'm going to take out the big tank depot first. There's the listening outpost and the tank depot. I want to do the tank depot first. I think it's by far the easier bit of the first two objectives. And you know the second half of this mission is going to be fun if the bloody tank depot's the easy bit.
Yes, sir. On our way.
And they all head out and we can just follow them. So yes, this is, like, you get a bit lucky. It's pretty much luck of the draw what order your strike team decide to run out. What you really want is the Mr. Gutsy out in front. Don't worry, those explosions are just for show. You want the Mr. Gutsy out in front, and he is indeed heading out in front. And the infantryman behind him, because he's a lot more tanky. Oh yes, and I forgot about this bit over here. You'll see an American soldier heroically just executing Chinese prisoners at point blank range. Obviously, it's supposed to be like a little bit of a throwback to kind of the classic old Fallout scene of the guys in power armor executing the Canadian citizens during the invasion of Canada from, I think it's the opening of Fallout 1, if I recall correctly. Though it is worth noting that right next to that little scene, you've got the only Chinese commando hat you can pick up as far as I'm aware. It's much worse than your actual helmet, so you'd never actually want to wear it for anything. So your existing helmet is 5 damage resistance. That's 1 damage resistance, but plus 1 perception. I guess, like, you know, if you had a build where you had, like, 73 lockpick that you might want to boost to 75, that might be a little bit useful. But actually, that's an irrelevant example because there's basically nothing that's hard lock. In fact, there is nothing that's hard lockpick out here in Operation Anchorage. For some reason, everything's easy or very easy locked. So, you know, it's still a nice to have. Okay, hotkeys all set up again because, as usual, when the game takes your weapons off you, your hotkeys have been undone. And time to tell our lads to go forwards.
It's right around the bend, sir. What are your orders?
So we're basically taking on a camp and then a tank depot. The way it works is I can order in my troops, but then until we're done with the camp, I can't request reinforcements of any description. So if I commit the wrong guys, or I commit them without covering them, they will die and I'll have to do the whole thing by myself without any help, when the game's sort of set up and balanced for me supposed to be having help with me. So you've got to be a little bit careful with them. The ice camp I think we're pretty safe to just move into, however. So I'm going to tell them to attack the enemy in the ice camp, and I'll cover them with my sniper rifle. And we'll try and keep them alive, and hopefully Gutsy will end up floating ahead of these guys if we're very, very lucky. So just got to, yeah, we've already got red ahead of us there. And we've just got a, there we go. Pretty sure I just nailed that guy. Beautiful. So yes, we've got ourselves just a small outpost to take care of. And, oh dear, yeah, if you see me go in and out of first person camera, that's because last night I was playing Fallout 4, so I picked up a little bit of a habit of left button for that, not right button, because it's switched round between the games. Okay, I think we're okay for the moment. These guys, fortunately, they don't kind of go charging madly ahead, they do kind of stick pretty close to you, which is useful. Just got to be careful. This whole area is like much less open than it looks, by the way, because like there's basically invisible barriers that basically prevent you from like going pretty much anywhere in this DLC. It's all very, very linear. It's effectively just a corridor in disguise. Okay, we've got something going on around here. Got one Chinese soldier. There we are, one dead. And oh, come on. Oh, you're still flipping there. Oh, lots of them. This is the sort of thing we don't want, to be honest. Yeah, but then Mr. Gutsy was tanking like crazy, which is exactly what we wanted him to do. There we are, he's dead. And get out of the way, soldier. Soldier. There we go, lovely. Yeah, that Gutsy's died, but he did his job, which is he tanked like crazy at the front, so that those guys at the back, even though they're flimsy, they've got pretty high DPS. They're little, just the basic infantry guys are pretty effective glass cannons. So the Gutsy completely did the job that I wanted him to do there. We just gotta make sure I can see anything through the window. No, we're okay for the minute. In fact, that was because so many guys ran forward there. I'm pretty confident we should have more or less cleared out the camp. There might be one more coming out of that tent. So where are you guys going to be? No red on the map, which is fine. There we go. No, I think we're all right for the minute. Okay, I'm just going to quickly loot around just in case there's any mines or anything. No, actually, nothing, which is kind of unusual, aside from just, oh, I guess there's, oh no, sorry, my flipping mistake, there's flipping mines over here. Just check we've not got any red coming in. Okay, so we've got some mines, and more importantly, micro fusion cells, which will become increasingly useful as the DLC goes on, as we're going to need that extra firepower from the Gauss rifle. So, what have we got up here? There's going to be, there's definitely soldiers. There's definitely, oh look, I know there's someone on top of there, alright? Or at least there can be. Where are they? This is my job now as the sniper, is to take out the... Oh, okay, they hadn't spawned in yet. They hadn't spawned in yet. You literally just saw them spawn in. The question is, are they heading towards me? Okay, look, I saw you flipping spawn in. Now you're ahead of me. Alright, you're fine. Just got to take out this guy. I think hopefully he'll wander to the front. Oh, yeah, there he is. But I would not be certain I've got to hit at him. Do I have a shot at him? Oh, that's a better shot at him. There we are. Took his head clean off there. He's dead. No sign of that red moving. There's going to be another one on the other watch. Oh. Did that red thing just twitch for a second there? Oh, to be careful. Oh, yeah. Okay, and one more. Oh, darn it, you moved at the wrong time. You utter git. Right, well, apparently he didn't hear that, because, yes, guns make noise, bullets hitting don't, for some weird reason. Where are you? Where are you? There's one in that tent. There's also going to be someone up on that platform, but I can't hear him just yet. I can't get close enough to do so. Just got to... Hopefully this guy... I'm just going to wait a second. If that guy comes back over to... Oh, the soldiers have moved in. Darn, I didn't even want them to do that. I could have done this myself. Are they going to draw out the Chinese? The thing is, 2 Americans versus 2 Chinese. The Americans will win, but those guys have already been softened up. I think they just both died, actually. Oh, no, they're not dead. They're not quite dead. What's going on over there? Oh, there's the sniper. Oh, but I don't have a good shot at him. I can't see him very clearly. Oh, I think we got him. That was a bit of a lucky shot, mind. There's definitely at least one person. Okay, I think my guys just won that fight, but that's bloody lucky. In this game, American basic soldiers are slightly superior to Chinese basic soldiers, but there's not much in it, really. They're very, very similar. There's really not much in it at all. So, as a result, yeah, we've got those two kind of outposts cleared out. And we've got, I like this, there's the snowman over here. This is a cute touch that they've kind of, they're using snowman target practice. So you've got slightly sad snowmen, including snowmen wearing clearly what's the American combat armor there, and a little snowman wearing a little kind of a American helmet and waving an American flag. Well, American flag in the Fallout verse anyway. I think that's very, very cute indeed. Now, if I recall correctly, there's no good stuff in either of the outposts, so I'm just going to quickly loot the rest of it. Can I pick any of this up? No, you can't interact with any of that. Not that there's any point, it's just the standard equipment you've already been issued with, so it wouldn't do any good at all. Nope, nothing good here, so we crack on. If I recall correctly, the next bit is basically just, there's an American prisoner through there, actually. In fact, does this count as we've taken the ice camp? I need to check, actually, because you can speak to him if we have. Okay, so this is the first checkpoint. So what we can do now is we can actually get reinforcements in. Normally, if you speak to him during the fight, he just won't talk to you at all. So what I can do is I can ask for reinforcements. So obviously I'm going to replace my Gutsy with a new Mr. Gutsy. And then I'm just going to get out of that conversation for a second to let the Gutsy appear, because it will just fizzle into existence. There it is, just fizzles into existence. Ah, this works quite well, because now when they head up that way, the Gutsy will be in front, which is exactly where I want him to be. Lovely. So now with that done, we can have a chat with you and move them on to the next outpost. So head over to the Chimera depot, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
And they'll head this way. Lovely, the Gutsy's hopefully going to be in front. I think there's one Chinese soldier kind of on the side here who gets murdered, like, who just gets flipping dogpiled by the Americans. He's also good because there's just a couple of American soldiers here. You free these guys, it gets you experience. I don't think it gets you anything else good. I'm not sure there's definitely no achievement for freeing all the American soldiers, having them all survive and them all kind of live. There's definitely no achievement for it. So it's just like, yeah, basically 50 XP per soldier, and you get an ammo thing, a few more mines, etc. One thing I'm pretty sure I did miss, by the way, in the previous section is if there's a terminal in that camp, where if you read it, it says, you know, it's kind of corrupted, but it says something about spider mines. Basically, we've got the vulture mines from StarCraft in this next section. I'm very, very comfortable letting my own soldiers trigger those, because you kind of can't stop them, even if you were to want to. So if you tell them to move up to the ice camp, they just bloody charge ahead and trigger all of the mines. They've gone flipping miles up already, and the enemy have already kind of popped up here. Oh, uh-oh. You're supposed to be dead. Right, I'm a bit worried that the enemy, my guys seem to have not done this. Right, over to something else, because these things are small and hard to hit. Oh, flip. Did they not... There we are. Luckily, this is what the combat shotgun's pretty damn good at. The combat shotgun's pretty good at handling these things. Because they may be small, but the combat shotgun's got some good spread on it. There we go. Those things are tiny, but they hurt. Yeah, that's interesting. If you're not close enough to your team, they won't trigger the spider mines. Which is fascinating. Look, I can see you there. I can see you there. I know you're there. You can't hide. Alright, there you go. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, this is what the combat shotgun's amazing at taking out those lads. Normally, I'd expect my guys, when charging ahead, to trigger all of them. But I guess if I was too far back, enemies don't spawn if I'm too far away. So they were just able to just kind of walk safely over that lake for some reason. Okay, so that was interesting. Now, this is the first instance where I'm going to want to go in ahead of these guys for a moment. Because let's just check what their health is. Gutsy's taken... Oh, okay, they must have done some fighting, because that Gutsy's taken a little bit of damage. You're weak. You're weak. Okay, so these guys are going to go down pretty fast. So I don't want them just running into prepared defences. Instead, what I need to do is I just need to clear out at least the entrance for them. So we've got up there a couple of little nests that need to be cleared out, because you can see there's an enemy in them. Oh, hello. Dead number one. Beautiful. So he's dead. And there's another one of them around the corner too in a second. I'm pretty sure he won't be able to see me from here. Where are you? Hello. Yeah, okay. I should be looking directly at him. Oh, darn. I think I might just miss my chance to get a good shot at him there. You can't be too close to this cover, by the way, because... Oh, darn it. Right, we had a good chance of getting in line to him there, but missed it. There we go. I had to kind of get up on top of the bunker. I'm pretty sure actually some of those shots were hitting the edge of the sandbags there, because the sandbags are kind of round. The hitboxes around them are really weird. Oh, and I'm level 17 from that too. Right, lovely. Now, things that need to go up. I've got impartial mediation, and I'll keep it because literally... I'm pretty certain there is nothing you can do in Operation Anchorage that either increases or decreases your karma. It always stays exactly what it is. So if I just get my speech up to 70, then I will have 100 speech, which is the max it can be, which will be useful later in this DLC. Sneak, I will also max out to 100. That's useful. Now, is there anything else I need? Repair is useless to me at the moment. There's no repairing in this DLC. Science, I don't believe there are any science checks I need to do in this DLC that would require science hard. Lockpicking, nothing. Explosives, not much benefit to that. I honestly don't think there's anything I can do better than just ramping up my energy weapon skill, because energy weapons obviously will kind of reduce the sway on the Gauss rifle, and will just set me up nicely for some future DLCs as well. What I'm going to take is I'm going to take Sniper at this point. It's kind of a toss-up between this and Action Girl, whether I get 25 extra action points or I take Sniper. I think Sniper is superior because we've been talking in the previous parts a lot about coin flips, where if I want to be one-shotting enemies, I need to be hitting them in the head. So increased chance to hit head and VATS, I think in this DLC in particular, is invaluable. So, okay. So that done, those snipers down, let's go back to our team. And it's time to attack the Chimera depot.
Yes, sir. We'll attack the enemy at the Chimera depot.
I said depot, alright? We're pronouncing it depot. I'm in charge. That means I get to say how we pronounce words. Now, if we're lucky, the Gutsy will fling himself forward, because I want him to be at the front here, not these guys, because as we see there, these guys are already weak. So I want you tanking at the front here, Gutsy, and I want those guys providing some DPS behind you. That's why I think this is the best loadout. And it's a really good loadout because I really want just, yeah, the tank at the front, and the Gutsies are really good at tanking, and some fragile, but still pretty damn high DPS behind them. Now, got some enemies ahead of us here. I think that guy's actually... Oh yeah, he's actually quite a way in that direction. But now he's exploded. Beautiful. Loving my high gun skill together with better criticals. That does me the world of flipping good. Now I've just got to figure out where the rest of the enemies are. That, by the way, if you haven't really played this DLC, that's a Chimera. That one's safe. Don't worry about that one. That one's fine. That one won't activate. We will have to fight a Chimera later, but not just this second. Now, I believe this first area is actually pretty clear, if I remember correctly. There's actually not too much here. Now, bear in mind, our objective here is actually to... clear out the Chimera depot. It's not actually to kill everyone here. Killing everyone here is not necessary. It is, however, sometimes a very good idea. Now, I think there is someone up there, but sometimes I can go through this entire DLC and never see that person. So I don't know if they've, like, they spawn sometimes in a slightly odd position. Now, there's definitely going to be someone in that bunker up there. The question is whether I'll be able to get a good shot at him without anything else going wrong. I'm just going to keep a really close eye on that building as well. So what we're ultimately going to do is we're going to put some explosives onto that tank there. The problem is your friends aren't very clever at clearing the area after you've laid the explosives. So generally you actually want to lay the explosive like at the end, not at first, because otherwise, yeah, the can really go a bit wrong for you. Now, oh, hang on, is that the? Oh, hang on, I'm seeing things at this point. I'm starting to see things. I think I need to slightly loop around this way in order to get visibility of that guy. Oh, I think I can see a head. That's, oh yeah, that's his head. Right, okay. We might be able to get a headshot at that guy from this angle, possibly. Although, actually, I might be better at longer range, but an elevated height from this over here. Yeah, I'm going to take this shot from over here. Oh, yes, got him. Look at that. That's beautiful. That sniper's taken out. And I think I might actually have a shot at the snipers in the nest behind this one. I just don't know if that barbed wire has collision detection on it or not. I mean, they'll never be able to flip in. I don't know whether whether it's even possible to land this shot. But I'm just going to fire randomly over there, just in case it is. I do have a ammo top-up thing right behind me. Well, unfortunately, I think I might not be able to actually get the shot I want to there. I'm not sure it's actually possible. I've been firing over at that guy for some time, and while I can put him into caution, for some reason I cannot actually hit him. So I suspect that barbed wire is something you can't shoot through. It's actually got, effectively, there's a little mini invisible wall at the barbed wire. It means I can't shoot that. Firing, however, has made this red speck up in this box activate. So I'm moderately confident that there is a guy up there in that there thing. But I can never bloody find him or hit him. It's really annoying. See, I've gone up as high as I can by kind of going to the far end and climbing on top of this here fence, but I still can't bloody see the person. I don't think I've ever actually taken them out, and I don't think I've ever seen them fire on me. But knowing my luck, they'll probably bloody fire on me now. Okay, right, I think it's time to move up. We've done everything we can from this angle at least. Now, next up, we've got ourselves, well, effectively, a boss fight, actually, which means I'm going over to my combat shotgun, as counterintuitive as that might seem. Actually, no, not yet. Not yet, actually. I think there might be some people we can take out before we do that. If there's more than one red thing on the map, that means at least one of them we should be able to take out before we go around the corner. Oh, yeah. There we are. That's one down. There we go. Gotta have more down yet. Okay, one goes missing. We're in caution. Alright, back to detected. But green. And one over there. Hello. There we go. Next one goes down. Beautiful. They just don't see it coming. With high sneak and high guns. That's all you need for this DLC. High small guns, high sneak. Now, the next thing that we've got is more of a problem. Question is, ooh, is that it? I don't think it's awake yet. I think that's going to be the tank I'm going to fight. But until you actually activate it, it's not actually ready to go. No, I'm not going into caution. I'm not getting a sneak attack critical there. So that's not what I want. But all I need to do is you lads are hereby redesignated as speed bumps. Okay, and Gutsy, you're going to be tanking like crazy. I think the Gutsy really wants to get this guy too. But we'll never find him because nobody ever bloody does. But yeah, Montgomery, we're going to have to go in, and this gets scruffy. You just need to go in with a combat shotgun and nail him. Okay, that's all we can do. So we've just got to go around the corner, wait for him to activate. Wait for him to activate. There, okay, he's activated. Got a sneak attack critical here. Now, back out around the corner, and everyone needs to pile in at this guy at once. That's the important thing. Everyone needs to go in at once, okay? There we go. Go, 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 go. Screw you, and it's exploded. Chimera tank, not that bad. Don't recommend going around the corner. There are other soldiers around the corner at the same time. We are not the only ones here. There are other people here as well. Now, you're firing at something. Oh, flip. What the hell was... Okay, that was Montgomery. Fine. Who's Montgomery firing at then? You're firing at... Vats can't even see who it is. You're both going to die really soon. There's a... Oh, flip. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get a good shot at you. Come on. Come on. Pop up again. I just saw you. I just saw you. Where are you? Come on up, you bastards. They're in a good defensive position, by the way. Oh, unless he died. Montgomery could have killed him. The Gutsy's moving up and drawing the fire, which is exactly what I wanted him to do. Yeah, I'm feeling like... Oh, the Gutsy's down, though. The Gutsy is down. Okay. Oh, you picked a good time to duck, mind. Right, I can't get spotted by those guys. I'm too exposed. I'm too flipping exposed. Unless, of course, we simply take it and run. We could say screw it. No, it's too dangerous. If I could just put the... I could put the explosives on here and get out of here. I don't really want to take that risk, though. It's a high-risk strategy. Dead, number one. I'd like the second guy to go down. Montgomery, we're not done. We're clearly not done. Screw it, we're going for it. Okay, go. Plant the explosive charge. Run. Montgomery, we're flipping out of here, alright? We're going, alright? I don't remember how long it takes to explode, but we don't want to be close by to here when it does. Seriously. There's that red on the map that's still flipping unnerving me, but that's fine. We should be far enough back now. We're still in caution because there's that one guy. There we go. One guy at the top there. Beautiful. And then we just need to lay our second thing. Plant the explosive charge. And now we just head back to base out of the front doors the way that we came. Make sure, just like the artillery guns, the explosions are genuinely a damn big one. So do not hang around to admire the fireworks. Take precautions. Run as far away as you flipping can. And as soon as this goes off, just like when the artillery blow up, we will be teleported back to base camp. Beautiful. Fuel tanks destroyed. Perfect. Nice. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, with the Chimera depot cleaned out without loss, I feel like we're kind of back in a good place with Fallout 3 and Live Once. We had a couple of bad weeks these last 2 weeks. I feel like we're kind of back on form now, which is excellently good news. So I'm going to call it a part there. This might be a bit of a short part next to some of them. I do apologise for that. Obviously, I was doing the live stream, the Fallout 4 live stream, just before this video came out. So I've had a little less time this week because the live stream took a little bit of setup and preparation. So it's a slightly shorter part. Next week, however, I have to go to the listening outpost, and if you know Operation Anchorage, you know that the listening outpost is hell. The listening outpost is dark, close combat against invisible enemies with powerful rifles, and that is going to be hell. So that's next week, and in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Fallout 3, you only live once. Thank you very much, and goodbye. What the hell? Alright. We've now got a Scottish zombie travelling with us. Oh, he's actually quite good now. And he's got over his drinking problem. Which is... Oh, he eats human flesh. He's got some decent carrying capacity. Okay, fine, he eats people. But come on, let's not be flipping judgmental about this.